What is skin aging?
So, just like we age, the skin also ages, and there are basically two types of aging that we talk about. There's the intrinsic aging, which which is actually decided by your genes, and this there's nothing that you can really do about much about. And there is the external or the extrinsic aging, which means that there's environmental stimulus that also makes us age. So here you see changes in the skin, like you can see a hard leather texture of the skin, your open pores become bigger, then you form wrinkles from repetitive expressions over time as you lose also your elastin and collagen fibers, then your skin becomes less firm, it becomes loose, begins to sag. And then you have broken capillaries, we call them spider veins, because the blood capillaries become very fragile and thin. And skin, obviously, you lose sweat glands as well as we age. So sweat glands as well as the sebaceous glands, the ones that produce the oil or the sebum. So your skin actually becomes more drier as you age. And then the UV radiation has a role to play as well. It makes your skin more pigmented. You can develop sunspots and discoloration on your skin, something called as melasma that you can develop again with age or sunlight exposure or hormones. So these are all the things that you see, and also the fat that we have in our skin and our subcutaneous tissue that tends to shrink as well as tends to go down. The bone also does not support us very much as we grow older. The bone also starts disintegrating and starts degenerating, and then the muscles are pulled by gravity, and then the excessive contraction produces the wrinkles. All these are the changes that we see.
Like what causes all this?
Like I was saying, the extrinsic factors are the ones that maybe we can do something about.
Right.
But intrinsic, which is your genes, obviously they have certain, they predetermine, how you age, and you can't do much about
Right.
that. But the external factors, we can lead a healthier lifestyle. Have plenty of sleep, protect yourself from UV radiation, use a hat, use sunscreen, use glasses, try and avoid the peak times of the day
Right.
to avoid the UV radiation, avoid smoking, drink in moderation, or avoid drinking too much alcohol also will age you. And then, trying to lead a clean lifestyle, avoiding sugar, the junk food, the refined carbohydrates. These are the kind of things that will have a negative effect on your skin.
Now that we've spoken so much about skin aging, do give us, the options for treatment of it. Like, what can we do? What all is there and available and easy access? Like, what we can do?
Wonderful question. Well, there are a lot of ways that we can target the skin aging, because skin has so many layers and there's so much more that is happening. Obviously, it's not a unique directional thing that we have to attack it with multiple modalities. We have muscles of the skin that are overexpressing. We don't need that, and that leads to wrinkles. So then there is botulinum toxin injections that can be used to reduce the action of these of the overactivity. That will help smooth out the wrinkles. Then you have the fillers. These are hyaluronic acid fillers, which will attract water molecules and it will plump and lift the skin. And this is also useful to lift the sagging skin, to give volume where we've lost it. Because we lose the fat, we lose the bone support, these fillers and Botox then becomes necessary to reverse some of the signs of aging. Then as we age, the skin becomes dry, so you can obviously use moisturizers to combat that. You also have topical agents that you can use on your skin to help with the skin turnover, to help. There are certain actives in these topical agents, like you have retinol, you have the vitamin C, which is good for wound repair. Then you have the azelaic acid, and you have alpha arbutin, you have the alpha hydroxy acids. All of these will deliver something and will change something about the texture of your skin. So you have the topical treatments, and of course finally we also have the treatment procedures. Apart from Botox and fillers, we have laser resurfacing options to create more collagen and to do a quicker exfoliation and to resurface the skin. We have chemical peels that will also do a chemical exfoliation of the skin, because we talked about the skin cell turnover, and as we grow older, the skin cells do not turn over very fast. So it's nice to do these chemical peels, which is just a form of exfoliation. You also have mechanical exfoliation you can do with microdermabrasion. Sometimes even the microneedling will create collagen, but it's not enough to lift your skin, but it will make your skin look more firm and radiant. But yeah, if you're looking at a more deeper lift than a non-surgical facelift with Ultherapy or a HIFU, or even the fillers will be a good option. They're all considered non-invasive, by the way. Today they're lunchtime procedures. You come, you do them in half an hour, and you're giving your lunchtime, and you go out, and there's no downtime.
Right.
Nobody can tell.
Is there something that we can do at home, like if somebody's not too keen or comfortable, or maybe not mentally ready to go to a clinic, and so is there something we can do at home to prevent aging, like something easier?
Yes, the topicals that we've talked about, they can do those. They can use retinol creams at home, and always a prescription strength retinoid is going to be better than the one that they pick off over the counter, because today they a lot of the skin products will have retinol, but it may not necessarily be very strong, or may not have the qualities that a prescription strength retinol will have. So retinols come in again different strengths, and it's always better to start off with the with the lowest concentration, because your skin initially, when you start with the retinol, can make your skin sensitive and dry and cause redness. So you can always mix it with a moisturizer, or your doctor will prescribe a lower concentration of retinol for you. It is one thing that has been shown in a lot of clinical studies to actually reduce the wrinkles, the photo-aging of the skin, the fine lines of the skin. So retinol is a wonderful treatment to use at night.